How you doing? Scotty Bear back with another video. This video about the governor of Nevada, Steve Sisolak, recently saw dining out in Henderson with no face mask. Actually, that's not even that big a deal. Most people in Nevada aren't, particularly wearing face masks. Maybe you've, saw. Basically, the news is a group of Nevada leaders, the Connected Commerce Council on Friday sent a letter to Sisolak urging him to support online tools. Honestly, I wouldn't hold your breath on this. Steve has a bit of a history, or even a recent history, of abandoning just about 100,000 freelancers and gig workers in his state to deal with Dieter. Actually, they'll be lucky to get the program off the ground by the end of it, which would be about just under 6 weeks away now. Actually is just pretty much sat on his hands and done nothing. If you're a small business owner in Las Vegas or anywhere in Nevada, obviously, I don't know if you like it very much. Nevada is kind of struggled during this and probably going to continue to struggle with this extremely high unemployment rate, and his staff and how he's handled this pandemic has not worked out well for many people. I wonder if it was really enough to hold off this COVID. It'd be additionally a pain in the butt for him to survive this if this pandemic kind of gets out of hand and they have to go back in the shutdown after this agonizing, drawn out phase program that he has implemented that's been pretty much a failure from the get-go, leaving a lot of people with question marks. Actually, small business is not within Steve Sisolak's interest, actually, being a Democrat, and his policies that kind of fall in line with California and Gavin Newsom. So I wouldn't guess that he's going to survive politically from this and how his administration has handled this pandemic. I'd be hard pressed to find anybody that really likes him. If you go on his Twitter and see many of the these little meetings or whatever that he's had, they are brought on by loads of negative comments. There are people very frustrated, including the mayor, Mayor Goodman down here in Las Vegas, is very frustrated with him. And I don't know what his future is like. However, we're stuck with the guy for quite a while here till they figure out what's going to happen. Actually, it's hard to know how good Nevada is doing right now. The numbers have come out on the unemployment saying that they've come back a bit and that the state unemployment is closer to 25%. It's still a staggering amount of people for this type of place. Las Vegas is pretty good on the the employment situation, and it seems like the next pandemic Nevada is probably going to deal with is with the massive eviction situation that's probably going to start unfolding unless Steve again frustrates the community of buyers and taxpayers and stuff like that by freezing rental evictions even further. There is a good amount of people, private owners and stuff like that are landlords in Las Vegas. That'd be another avenue of small business that it'll be suffering under Steve's hands. I don't know what will happen there. I only have from my immediate network to kind of pull from to really get a feeling for, that if these evictions will hurt, the walking Nevada. And I mean, really a good portion of the state's employees are, related to the, service industry in some form or another. Either, the casinos, the money kind of flows in the casinos and flows out to the people of Nevada, in service, industry jobs, everything from car service to grocery service, all the above. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how, Nevada bounced back from that. Actually, kind of interesting thing, from a friend that's come out of state to visit Nevada. He's got some business meetings and stuff to go to. He found his experience a little bit on the shocking side. He felt like, wow, all these people wearing masks, even the party pits and stuff, people wearing masks. He found it a little bit depressing and shocking. And he did see that people were gambling, but certainly not at the numbers that would take to sustain this. And actually, with even more casinos coming open, I wonder if this will kind of, if this will improve things or yet kind of expose the problems that exist, and that is basically lack of tourists. Nevada, or actually the casinos almost are pretending like nothing's going on, wink wink, trying to charge maybe even more money than previous for rooms, because they complain that they're only allowed to be at about half capacity, which I know some of that's true, but I tell you, from the casinos, or sorry, from the customer experience and stuff like that, like I said at the beginning, there isn't a lot of people wearing masks and social distancing and doing the kind of things that I feel like are what needs to happen for the COVID to slow spread, in these type of situations. The casino environment is very high risk, I believe, especially with the handling of chips and machines and so on. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of happens down the road. Anyway, in the future, don't vote for Steve. Thanks for watching.